Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today it's a beautiful sunny day in the Pacific Northwest. We're working up in a place called Lake Tapps, and we're just getting to the final stages of our decking install. It's been a unique install. We went right over the top of a waterproof deck with AZEK decking, and it was a plywood deck with vinyl. Client didn't like it. We went ahead and we're putting in brand new coastline groove decking with the dry waterproof spline in it, and we came into an issue. So if you like what you see today, or you learn a little something, or you learn from the subtle nuances that we come across in our deck builds, please click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so this deck was existing, and it's 64 feet wide. And we're running our deck boards perpendicular to the house, because this deck has drainage like this, right? So we're putting our decking going this way, and then we're putting our rubber grommet, our dry spline, in between those boards, and we're adding compression, and everything's great. We've been laying this deck for what, 4 days now? Everything was great yesterday, and we get around, there's a center part of the house that jets out. So we were doing pretty good. Everything was tight, our compression's good, our lines were good. We're using a Stabilo level to check the straightness of our deck boards. But then we got to the far side of the deck, and we had to run our decking parallel with the frame of the deck over there, 50 feet that way, okay? So we committed to a line 50 feet away from where we are right now. Well, because of the compression variances, the fact that that end of the deck wasn't square, and I probably should have picked up on that, but there's not a whole lot I could do unless I wanted to modify the waterproofing underlayment underneath this, and I really didn't want to do that. So I committed to a straight line on the far side of the deck. We've run 50 feet worth of deck boards and different compressions in and out and that kind of thing, trying to keep the stuff straight. We have run out of square. Quite a bit, actually. One thing I didn't realize, when you're running 50 feet of dry, you can do that. That can happen. You can actually run the boards out of square. You can make it a little tight on one side. If you do that too many times, you can actually start taking the board and racking it this way. Problem two, this side of the deck is not square to that side of the deck. I didn't build this deck originally. These are just things I'm finding out now. I took a 60-foot or 100-foot tape, measured out 64 feet. The edges are about a ½ inch off, and unfortunately they're going the wrong way in our benefit. So what we're doing to rectify this is we're using double clamps on the first 2 or 3 places where we're putting our screws to give it as much compression as we possibly can on the dry. And then the rest of the board, we are doing a standard compression. We still have to make the boards tight so that the water can't get through the spline. But we're also trying to keep the boards as straight as possible while we're racking it. So in 10 boards, which is about a little over 5 feet, we've been able to make up 1 inch of squareness, which is quite a bit. We're still about 1.5 inches out, but we have enough boards left that as long as we pay attention and take our time and slow down and just make it happen, we are going to be able to get this thing back into square. I wouldn't call it a mistake. It's something that we caught in the right amount of time. If we would have ran all the boards all the way out, I would have had a big problem to deal with that I'm not sure how I could have fixed, because we were doing a fascia mount with our rail system, which means I can't adjust the framing too much. The deck's already waterproofed, it's already framed, it's already done. We're just going to add some cosmetic fascia, but if I don't have the right allowances on the outside of the deck, my fascia mount's not going to work either, and then the rail's going to look all goofy. So it's up to me to make sure that these deck boards fall back into play. We're within 1.5 inches now, and I'm feeling much more confident than I did last night when we left the job site, or this morning when I first got here. Knowing that we've made up 1 inch and 5 feet means I can make up another up to 2 more inches, and I think I need about 1.5 inches. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing right now. We're going to keep laying these boards, and then Austin's going to come in and start plugging, and we'll just see kind of where we end up today. So that's kind of the story. That's what I got for you this morning, man. So follow along and see how we do. Alright guys, that's all the time we have for you today. But hey, we got 3 more boards to install and then we're done. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Also, leave those comments below and don't forget to like our videos. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.